You are now tuned into the Chef Team Podcast. Oh, Chef. Hey.
Got the vibe in my space.
Chill.
What you wake up for the face. I got the kid, 808. I'm about to make a play. I'm a chef. I'm a chef.
I'll be wrong if
I'm a chef. I'm a chef.
Expose you on the ground.
Man, fuck you can't expose a real nigga. I'm here, dog. Like, you supposed to stand with. Listen, that's the problem with niggas. Niggas don't stand on what they do. I did it, so what, nigga? Now what? You feel me? Stand on what you do, nigga.
Instead of being a pause ass nigga. Nah,
Yeah.
stand on that nut ass shit you said.
If you did it, own it, my nigga. So, but let me properly introduce you. Welcome to episode 2 to the Slim to None podcast, sponsored by us, Chef Team Entertainment, because we sponsor ourselves. We gotta get this shit on.
Entrepreneurial shit, you feel me?
Yeah, fact. So we got your boy Slim in the building. That's me. We got Mr. S in the building.
You feel me?
You feel me? And we just living life, man. Another day to create. You feel me? Just got finished the session. We just finished.
We did a whole lot of shit that y'all gonna hear that's gonna blow your mind. But it's cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Stay tuned.
Yeah, facts. We not even want to promote that, but thank you for joining. So topic of the day. Let's just get straight to it. You feel me?
Autotune. Wait, before we get into that though,
Okay.
if you made it this far into the video and you love your mama, go ahead and like that video.
Go ahead
Matter
and like
of
that, job.
Go ahead and subscribe.
Subscribe, like, comment, any engagement. It helps the channel, help us grow. We hate to do it, but we gotta do it.
If your daddy was in your life,
Oh.
leave a comment. If he wasn't, leave 2. Or to more brighter things over the horizon.
It's like, nah, all right, cool, yeah, dog. Show love. We try to show love back. We gonna build this thing together. You know? So, honestly, I really wanted to come in here and just really talk about Autotune, and it's like, it's so. I know some people might think just Autotune. You might think of one way. You might think of one person. You might think of T-Pain or that song. But nah, let's kind of dive a little deeper, like Autotune, how to use it. Well, not necessarily how to use it, because obviously you use it how you use it. But
Yeah, everybody got their own flavor.
exactly, like what's the purpose? Why are you using it? That's really.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you bust out Autotune, what are you using it for?
So I feel like, right, first people don't understand it's a pitch correction.
Yeah, pitch
Right?
correction. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it does something to the signal coming in that just like is, for lack of a better word, it's just saucy. It's just saucy. It just adds a little extra,
Little twang to that.
something, little twang. I mean, a little,
A little something.
whatever TW word you want.
Fact. So basically, you use Autotune because you want to get a little saucy.
Yeah, but then also just clean up your vocals. I think because in today's day and age, what people may not realize is most music that we listen to is pitch corrected.
Yeah.
So when you listen to music that isn't, it is off-putting. Like the minor, I guess they call them like microtones and stuff in people's voices
Word.
that don't come across because they have tune on it.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear a song without it, you like, oh, that's different. Now don't get me wrong, there's people with perfect pitch,
Yeah.
but they're far and few in between, and even those with it still throw a little sauce on it.
Yeah, like me personally, I use Autotune more for support, just like the help, like how you said, this pitch control. Yeah, correction. My fault.
Same shit. Same shit.
Yeah, but definitely pitch correction. Like for me, like when we put on tune, I know for me personally, I like to still be audible to me. So it's like, you might not know I have tune unless I try to do them a little bit more melody.
Yeah.
So like,
Get a little freaky on that joint.
yeah, so that's when you can probably tell. But my thing is just like, I know people like, I would hear a singer, right? This is kind of where this kind of whole debate kind of started. I would hear somebody, I was singer, I could hear the Autotune, but somebody would swear it's not Autotune because it's not like a robotic feel. Like it's not like a little baby or a gunna, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just because like they're rapping and she's singing doesn't mean like they're still not using Autotune. They just using it differently.
Yeah,
It's just
it could be the same thing too.
In fact, it could be the same exact program, but the thing is, everything is like catered to your voice. So it's like, how you?
It's really off of like two things. Well, one thing really is just the retune speed. Like, and everybody knows when they use like a pitch corrector or auto-tune, the retune speed is how strong. It basically is how fast it's going to correct the pitch of your vocal. So if you have it slower, it's going to be a little bit more natural of a transition, therefore harder to notice. But what's funny is you can still use it at the same retune speed, like how me and you will use it, the same number, but if I lean into it a certain way, or dip into a certain tone, or if you dip into a certain tone, it's still gonna come across different. And that's what people don't understand, right? You can't it's not the magic pill, right?
Oh yeah.
It's not the end all be all. Oh, but wait till I put the sauce on it. If you take an idea to the studio, and you think, wow, but wait till you hear it with the tune, then you thinking the wrong way,
that
bro.
That shit gonna be ass, bro. That's the one thing. Tune would definitely expose a nigga. Like, if it's good before the tune, and you put the tune on it, it's gonna elevate it. Yeah. If your take if you got some bad take and it's a little muddy in the tune, that shit gonna bring it down to the point nigga be like, you see that meme?
Yep. You're like, God.
I ain't trying to listen to this shit.
Look, and two, y'all need to start setting that bitch in the scale. Y'all need to learn scales. Cause y'all, look, I mean, it's okay if you want the certain sound. That's why T-Pain, back when T-Pain was like, yeah, Future not using it right, it's because he wouldn't set it in scale. He would just crank it. And so what you have pitches that are incorrect melodically to the beat coming in and being pulled, pulling his voice certain ways. And it's like, bruh, like, some people like it. Cool if that's you. Yeah. But if you're coming at it from a strictly musical standpoint, you want to stay in key, bro. Put it in that key, bro.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely more of a engineer type job. Like,
yeah. Tell your engineer to put it in key, and if you can't, get a new engineer.
Straight like that.
Even if you don't know your skills, bro, you better tell that man to pull out that piano app and start punching away at the motherfucking key.
Then you gonna find this motherfucker.
I don't care if he hits C 3 times until he knows C is the right note. You better let that. you better. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
What would be a good tip? Just to like, let's say somebody, okay, I went if they're in that situation in another room, they talk about skills. They're like, okay, I want to learn about skills. What's one like thing they could take with them? Like, when you picking out scale, or is it just something like repetition?
I mean, you can go strictly music theory. You could just look them up and this is what I would do, right? Okay. If I'm trying to learn a new scale and say I'm making a beat, or even to say you don't make beats and you're looking for them, try to find one in that scale and then just get used to hearing it, what it sounds like. Then if you're gonna sing in it, feel out the notes, see what feels right. That way you get comfortable in it, you get used to it, your voice gets comfortable going into certain notes, and then just transition and then just treat it like that. And so maybe you might have like a bunch of songs in like a certain key, but that's fine, bro. As long as there's diversity in everything else in the song, you should be good. But if literally staying in the same key means you make the same type of song, then that means you have to approach your artistry in a different way. It's not because you don't know keys, nah, bro. Just study that joint. You know what I'm saying? But that's like the non-musical theory approach. Because I'm not about to pay no thousands of dollars to sit in a class and learn what I can learn at YouTube University.
They rolling, got my degree. Look at me. Say that. Nah, fact. That's
YouTube University.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's what I just find, like, the possibilities are endless. Like, not even with just Autotune, but a lot of plugins. Is when you actually put up these effects or anything, it's all how you use it. Everything's a tool. Like, and like, I feel like, especially in hip hop, I feel like we the trendsetters. People will hear something nice. I don't even say nice. People will see something that works. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, let me replicate that to an extent. Like,
eat off that shit.
Yeah.
They got a bigger name or whatever.
Yeah. It's just,
or maybe they don't. They just like the way it sounds and they want to combine it.
And it's like, yo, bro, like, you could use the same thing, but you don't have to sound like that. You could find your lane. Especially if you got time. Well, especially if you want it bad enough. I ain't gonna say time. Yeah. If you want to be different, you want to find a way to be different.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this though. Emulation is okay.
Okay.
Because when you don't know how to do something, all you can do is learn from others. So you're gonna copy a little bit. But when you settle, right? That's the big thing. Like you can't ever settle in something, because then you're not evolving, and then it's just gonna be the same thing.
Yeah.
So if you've been doing music for 6 years, 7 years,
right,
and you still sound like your favorite artist or your first project, come on, cut that out. You still hitting the same riffs, or you still using the same schemes,
same flow,
flows.
My thing is, with music now, when I really think about it, like when you think about your favorite artist, they usually do have like a go-to niche. Like, basically they song they can fall back.
Yeah, which is cool, but you ever notice like it's a combination of like, say, whoever influenced them. It's not like exact. Like Chris Brown doesn't go into the studio and say, I'm gonna make a Michael Jackson record.
Nah, I feel you.
No, but you know he's gonna have a couple of riffs or lines or pockets where you like, oh, that's MJ.
Yeah, like I feel like MJ bounce.
Like a little bop. Like you feel like you can kick your leg up, grab your dick, and fucking thrust your hip. Pause.
Yo.
We all know what that looks, bro.
I feel you.
No.
This nigga bucket. That's why he not on kid.
They missing out on the show. Like,
but I think you definitely brought up some good points when you was talking about emulation and kind of like your.
Nah, you good, bro.
Oh, I just had to. You know what I mean? I had to double check. Niggas got me. I stopped.
Bob and weave, mate.
But definitely like imitation. Where you say it's good to a point, I agree with just about everything you say. I just want to add, like, when you could definitely take something here from this artist, then take something from this artist, then take something from that guitarist or whatever your influence is. If you take about something, a little something from 5 different influencers, you gonna low key find your own shit.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna build off that. Like, that's the thing. When you just gotta keep building. Like, whatever you do. Like, one thing we used to do, like, even from day one, ever since we hopped in the booth, every session we did something new.
Yeah.
Even like it was something so simple. Like, even like, oh, I wrote a song. Then the next track, oh, I put a drop in the beat.
Yeah.
Even something small like that.
Little shit.
That shit was hot. Like,
then you like, oh, today I'm gonna use the quarter delay a lot. All right, next one, I'm gonna use the half. Right. Okay, now let's mix them. Right. All right, now, throw the 8th and then the 16th on a couple of words, and just shit like that. It just evolves your stuff.
Like, and I even remember back then, like, when we first started, I was writing my stuff. I ain't never seen this, but my man, he grabbed a session. He said, listen, everything all experimental. He had 1 track, 1 hook, 3 hours. Let's try these sounds.
Right.
You keep trying in and out.
That shit crazy.
Just found some shit.
Fucking with the tune settings for an hour, bro.
Yeah, we tweaking tunes. We like, it just.
Bro, spend time with your tune, bro. And then look, here's another big tip too, bro. You are not the tool. Like, I'm saying, you the carpenter. Like, it's your toolbox. So like, don't define yourself by, like, don't limit yourself to the definition of like, oh, your tune setting or this, that, and the third. Like, you can still create. You are above that. Cause like, I remember too, like when we built the home studio. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurial shit. Fuck out of here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's just cause it was that time. You know what I'm saying? It was time to progress. And it's like, for the longest, my sound changed because I didn't know how to engineer stuff like that. I didn't know my settings and all that. Had different plugins, so I'm trying to figure it out. And it's like, I felt like I wasn't good no more. Like, I didn't have none of the writing experience. None of the vocal exercises mattered. Because I'm like, damn, my tune setting's fucked up. But what's crazy is like, through that period, I had to lean on so many other things that got me to the point where I was like, dang, bro, it's really not just the tune. It's really not just the reverb. It's really not just this delay or this type of saturation that I use, bro. It's me. Like you are you. Like the music you create is because of the skill that you have. Not nothing about no studio you go to and the mic you use and the equipment you got. You know what I'm saying? That's not.
That's a big one right there. Like you are the tool when it comes to your process. I definitely been in situations where niggas had a fire ass studio. Like that shit crazy. Niggas got the big ass mixing board, speakers thumping. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, we about to make some heat.
Yep.
Niggas hopping that shit. Make some poopity doopity shit.
Yep.
Well,
Should be ass.
I ain't gonna.
Well,
yeah, I ain't gonna say poop. It's subjective. But what I'm saying is that necessarily doesn't make the track. We hear plenty of stories of people recorded something in they people's basement. Somebody recorded something on their own.
Yep.
And then that shit blew up from there organically. Like
my man, and I was watching this YouTuber, I Am Legend. You know, shout out to him. He was like, bro, you know there's like people, you know there's underground people that nobody knows about that's making some of the best music you could ever hear in your life, bro. And you just don't know they exist.
Fact.
Like there's niggas that out sing Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Out sexy Rihanna, out all, but they just in another world. You know what I'm saying? We not aware of them yet.
Word.
So you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, and they don't have access to all the expensive gear in the crazy studios, but their mind is crazy.
My thing, I kind of want to touch on that just to kind of switch it off. Like you brought up a good point about underground versus mainstream. That's what I kind of got that from that. So like, what is your goal when you do this music thing? Like, I feel like obviously everybody, they want to hit the charts, they want the fame, they want the plaques.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can get that and still be broke.
Yeah.
Like,
older label all that damn money.
And debt, like dead ass debt. Like, I don't know if y'all had dead ass debt before. Like,
what that dude, the Steve something, he started United Masters. Yeah, that's his name, Steve Stout.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
He said if an artist's goal is to sign a deal, your career has ended before it has begun. Like, don't, like, why are you trying, like, why are you worried about a deal? Like, cool, it works for some people, right? But there's so many
niggas that just get lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. Y'all remember Kurt Cobain? Y'all remember all them little groups that was coming out? Remember when groups was big and they had all them the 3 dudes and the 3 chicks and all that? Where they at now, bruh? They probably still making music, but it's like,
nah, like labels like,
yeah, give me that money. They not making money off none of that shit. All them hits you get, and then they sign you to that partnership, quote unquote, that they be saying, and they eating off. Here's your advance. Oh yeah, but by the way, we had to pay all these people, and then like, you know what I'm saying, technically your advance was the loan, so now you gotta pay us back.
Nah, that's the fucked up part about that shit. I ain't never heard like, hold up, you give me this money that advance. Okay, let's say you give me this advance, and we gotta pay it back.
Yep.
Cool, I'll pay it back. But you telling me after we already did our crazy splits. You got your money.
Yep.
I got my little change. I gotta pay niggas.
Yep.
For my change.
That's not even on your staff. It's on the label staff.
So it's like, yo, so y'all niggas triple dipping right now, my nigga. Like y'all already got your splits. Then y'all want me to pay you back your advance, and then cover paying for my album. Like, it's a lot, yo.
Yeah.
Niggas,
you know a label is really just a bank with relationships, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's all.
Yeah, like if niggas the one the loan, go to it.
Yeah,
just pay back the loan. Like at least you'll owe your shit. Like
bro, like it's really
make sure y'all credit A1.
They just know a few people. Like, come on.
Yeah, bro. And it's like lately, I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely my mindset when I first started. Like, I wanted to be, I still want to, achieve these things, but at a certain cost. I want to do it on my terms, my way.
Yeah.
And like, you gotta realize, like, if your true goal is to live off music, that is very achievable. You just gotta find your demo, beat them, and show them love, cause they show love to you.
Right. You don't want too many hands in the cookie jar, bro.
Yeah, so it's like you can live off like it's people like you see that it'll be people like with I ain't gonna say no artist names, cause but this nigga's like 2 million followers. Niggas selling 5,000 records.
Yeah.
Niggas got 100K followers, but that's a strong 100K.
Yeah.
Kind of like this remind me, like, let's say Alicia Keys, she just dropped the album not too long ago. She sold it like around, I believe, 51K the first week.
I need to listen to that. Oh, I know dude's thing.
Yeah, she got some drunk. I'm keeping it a buck. I ain't really finished it because it was other shit. I was listening to.
Yeah.
But the fact is that money step why I brought it up is because it says she sold 51K first week,
Yeah.
but 49K of that was pure sales.
That's crazy. Like pure, like people was going on there and just buying that joint straight out.
49K. That's like unheard of today. Like,
oh yeah.
When you see numbers, that joint is literally like the opposite. Everything streaming,
yeah,
maybe a couple thousand sales. So I'm like, that's
people that
famous.
don't know. It's like, what is it? 1,200 streams for one sale. Isn't it around there?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But so you saying people one sale? People just go to the store and just buy that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's true fans. Like, fuck, I'm buying it. I love it. I'm buying this shit.
$9, $10. Man, if you got a favorite, side note, if you got a favorite artist, bro, go buy the album, bro. Yeah. Stop.
That's two
shit.
number 3s. Shout out to you know.
You know what I'm saying? All the finesses, y'all. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna listen to it though. But bro, if you would've just went and bought it, that's 1,200 streams in a pocket. Just buy the album.
Yeah, bro. If you want to support.
Yeah, if you don't want to support, that's cool. If you're not for artists getting paid because you're skewed by the top 1% and you think everybody eating, I mean, that's all right. But if you know you want to support people the way you're supposed to support people, like your mans, you know what I'm saying, that been cooking for years, but you don't post this shit, bro, buy the album. I'm sorry.
Nah, for real. that shit got bad versions.
You bro, buy the album.
That shit funny.
Niggas be like, yo, this shit hard.
Just the way he worded that job, okay, I know where this is going.
I need to listen to that at least the keys good though.
Yeah, dog. She got some shit on. You got some stuff on there, man. Definitely. Oh shit.
Damn.
How you feeling, man?
Always on. Yeah.
That's cool. So we can start. My compliments to the chef segment. Compliments to the chef.
Compliment.
So basically, I just wanted to show love to like all the engineers out here. Like, y'all behind the scenes niggas do so much to make niggas sound good. Like, it's a lot of work. So it's
man,
like, I know,
man,
my man engineer about shit. Like,
man,
even before
shout out.
Even my yes.
Shout out to the niggas.
Yeah, like the behind the scenes. Like, I wanted to do producer, but really this is for the engineers. Like, especially the niggas that like in the industry, they got niggas, yo, mix my shit now. Like, not understanding, yo, it's real frequencies, it's real work. I gotta be done, niggas. Yo, make my shit sound like.
Yo, shout out to the engineers that get files. That's crazy, like crazy.
And them niggas gotta finesse that shit.
And they ain't recorded or nothing, but they gotta make, cause a mix is only as good as the record, and the master is only good as a mix. It all comes down to people don't realize that. So if the recording is fucked up,
if you got some bad takes, you're gonna have a bad mix. If you have a bad mix, you have a bad master.
Exactly.
And
a mixer's job is just to solve problems. That's it. That's all you're doing. I mean, if you want to get into now, if you're an engineer but you're also a producer, that's a different bag, right? But if you got people that sending you stuff produced the way they want it, but they like, yo, all right, mix this, and it's crazy, man, shout out to y'all. Y'all be making this shit sound fire.
Definitely shout out to the engineers, especially. I only had like 2 engineers in my whole career, so it's like,
yo, y'all need to pay them more. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's a lot of niggas need to get paid, but especially engineers, because if I swear on that, if engineers said I'm going on strike,
it would be y'all be getting roughs and unmixed records and Drake leaks for the rest of it.
If all the engineers said, yo, fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'm done.
Niggas, yo.
I'm tired of that harsh ass shit.
Bro, we were bro, that shit would be terrible. Just know y'all don't want that shit. So please pay your engineers, show them love, especially the ones that also contribute to the song. Granted, every engineer contribute to the song.
Yeah,
they gotta put they touch on it, but especially if they like, yo, if niggas throwing out hooks too. Yeah,
throwing out hooks.
Niggas cooking.
Some making y'all beat. You know what? Shout out to the engineers, but also shout out to the I do everything engineers. Like, I produce, I make the beats.
Oh yeah, the Switchblade niggas.
The Switchblade nigga. Yeah, shout out to the Switchblade.
Yeah, if you versatile, if you make a beat, if you can engineer, make a beat, make a song.
You know what I'm saying? The label need to put a bag in your pocket, in your hand. You need a bag.
And that's the one thing I feel like it's a lot more of those today than it was back in the day, just because you got a handle of information. So
access too.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting access now. People be like, that sucks because this, that, and the third. Nah, bro, but now there is no like gatekeepers. There's no limitation now.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we said earlier, there's niggas in the basement making shit better than niggas that's going to these $1 million studios. Mm-hmm. All this recording budget.
$300 an hour. That's
$300 an hour, but you in the basement, free time, cooking up some heat.
Right.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to the engineers, man. Just keep doing what y'all do. We love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. So it's a wrap.
Living out this dream filled up with glitter and gold, flowed as an underachiever. I'm living out this dream filled up with glitter and gold, flowed as an underachiever. I'm living out this dream filled out with glitter and gold, flowed as an underachiever, so I didn't get what's owed. Living out this dream filled up with glitter and gold, flowed as an underachiever, so I didn't get what's owed.